can actually get it on my mind that it actually happened here in Tel Aviv. It's so bizarre and not unreal,
לא שמעת?
אנחנו נכנסנו לאחד החנויות.
כן יוסי.
לא, הנה תשמע, אני אעשה לך את הפלאפון. למה שישמע? יש פה ברקע הזקה.
How's your English? Any good?
not
Do you want to just talk real quick about how you feel? There's an air raid siren outside.
it's a little problem because we don't know English.
הנה, שמענו בום. שמענו בום עכשיו.
It's horrible. It reminds me very bad memories from 20 years ago, and it's terrible. It's really it's horrible.
And yet, what are you going to do this afternoon?
Oh, I'm going to go back to normal. That's for sure because we are Tel Avivians. But it's a very bad feeling when I think about all these people that this is their daily reality.
It's scary. We are from Ashkelon. That's from bombs. And they really feel like in the head. All they think about it's really scary.
When I just heard the azaka now, how do you say azaka in
Siren.
the siren? Oh, it was my baby was on me, but I was calm. I went to the room, put her in her bed, and that's it. I mean, we get used to everything here, and this is Tel Aviv. Hour after, and everybody is out.
We will scary and think about this
B'kol Ram?
it's a bomb.
Are you living here in Tel Aviv now? Or Ashkelon?
Now we are in Herzliya.
You're staying in Herzliya with your family?
Okay.
Just like to be away from the rockets and everything? Wow, so it's really, you've moved because of this? Wow, okay.
Well, I know a lot of people that moved from Ashkelon. So we are seeing many people.
But it's scary, but you feel optimistic or you're really sad? You think it's just going to pass? Everything will be okay?
No.
Hakol yeh beseder?
We know that it's not gonna pass. It's always like 20 years.
I'm living on a kibbutz in the south, right beside Gaza. 2 days ago, I actually left the kibbutz because things started getting really bad, and I came to my family that lived close to Tel Aviv. And then rockets started coming, so I thought I was getting away, but I think it's chasing me, it's coming after me. It feels okay right now, I feel safe right now, but it's a little bit scary.
Did you experience explosions when you were down there?
Yeah, well, there we're used to it. So what happens is there'll be a tseva dome, which means a siren, and we have 15 seconds to run to the shelter. But there, the shelters are everywhere.
But you have more time. You have 1 minute and a half.
So here there's one.
Sweet, eh? We have a whole 90 seconds.
Like walking down the street, siren. No, don't worry. I'm gonna finish my coffee first, then we'll come. No, but it was weird. It didn't like click in my head when we heard. I was sitting on the beach in Bat Yam last night when we heard the siren, and it didn't connect in my brain because I thought it was just an ambulance or something. And then suddenly we heard the boom so loud, and I was with my adopted family from the kibbutz. They also left the kibbutz. They're living with family in Bat Yam right now, and the little kids started crying, and I got really nervous. I was shaking, but I didn't want to start crying because I didn't want the kids to be more scared, you know. But it's crazy. It just feels really out of context being here and then having to run and hide somewhere. I actually feel more safe on the kibbutz because we have a shelter. I have a shelter right beside my room and I feel safe there, but here...
I actually feel more safe at home in Ashdod. It's hilarious a little bit.
Why is that?
Because in Ashdod you have, the mamad, the room safe, and here you have not. In the restaurants, everything, and all the people getting into panic, and they get into the kitchen.
Why is it so normal for Ashdod to be under fire, but for Tel Aviv to be? It's so weird.
In Ashdod, it's a little bit usual. We used to it because it's not the first time that we're going through this situation. And now in Tel Aviv, it's weird. Actually, I don't believe that they have the courage to do it, to come to Tel Aviv. You know? I said, oh my God, now there was an alarm in Tel Aviv, they're going to die, you know. They actually, when, you know, the big people, the important things, they're happening in Tel Aviv. Unfortunately, when it's come to Ashdod, it's not so meaningful like in Tel Aviv. In Tel Aviv, it's when it's happened here, that's it.
What's your plan if a bomb would, if Tzeva is going now?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I would try to get into a building.
Which building? Where do you go? Seriously.
This is the thing. I was walking out on the street when it happened, and I couldn't find. So we kind of just hid. We kind of like tried to get under stuff like beside a building. What you're supposed to do is get in a building, get in the staircase, but it's kind of hard. You have a minute and a half. Everyone's kind of like, where do I go? Where do I go? So it's.
And just lastly, how do you feel that moment when you're down south in the kibbutz and the siren goes off?
You get this rush of adrenaline and you just have to run, you know. You get used to it though. Honestly, it's really sad to say, but you get used to it. You go to the shelter. Once you're in there, you kind of calm down. I live with a bunch of friends, so we try to just laugh it off and stuff. You hear like the bomb, and every time it's like your heart jumps a little bit, and like you're kind of always on edge, like, oh, is there going to be a Tzeva Adom or not? But you get used to it.
So I live in Ashdod, and I came to Tel Aviv to get a little bit relaxed and have fun, and then it was here, and it's scared. We live like this like years. Actually, in Ashdod, in Be'er Sheva, Sderot. I'm not sure that it will stop soon. I hope that it stops soon. I really hope so, because we can't live like this, you know, think that children is growing into this situation, and it's a really wrong one.
And it's not gonna, it's not gonna be end. And we wanna peace.